3 people excuse me, are recovering tonight, including a San Diego police officer, after an explosion leads to a fire at Point Loma apartment complex this afternoon. San Diego 6's Natasha Sweet is live at the Loma Heights apartments with all the details. Natasha.
John, residents of this complex were absolutely shocked when they heard the initial explosion that happened just after 2:30 this afternoon. Now, you can see the heavy smoke damage behind me, and earlier you couldn't even walk on this concrete without stepping on shattered glass. Now, fire officials say it all started when a painter was working in the bathroom of this unit when the explosion occurred. Now, residents I spoke with say the sound of the initial explosion didn't immediately result in a fire.
It was a loud explosion, very loud, sounded like shattering glass, way louder than a car crash or earthquake, anything like that.
John DeWitt lives right above where the explosion happened.
I hear a guy downstairs yelling, "Help, help, help me."
He says after hearing the painter call for help, he acted as quickly as he could.
So I grabbed the towel and thought maybe I could help the guy, and that was it. Didn't have time to grab anything else.
Officials say the man's arms were severely burned and he was transported to the UC San Diego Burn Center. A San Diego police officer who arrived to help was also transported to the hospital for smoke inhalation. A resident was transported as well after having symptoms of dizziness.
Oh my God, the whole hallway's black. I've never seen anything like that.
Lauren Needham is staying with her best friend for the weekend and says as soon as she drove up to the apartment complex and saw the fire, there was only one thing on her mind.
I have 3 cats and I'm there my entire life, and I just instantly was like, oh my God, no, no.
Thankfully, her friend's unit wasn't damaged and the firefighters allowed Needham to go in and grab her beloved pets. But for Kayla McMacken, the explosion hit much closer to home.
Literally like a door down. I was in shock. I've never been involved in a situation like this before.
Another resident not home at the time of the blaze says she's still in shock after losing everything she owned. Despite the horrific damage, some are still counting their blessings.
Just really, really thankful.
Now, crews have been working all night just assessing all the damage here that you see, and according to fire officials, 1 unit was heavily damaged and 2 others are affected by the fires. Now, all 28 units were evacuated earlier today, and the Red Cross is assisting the displaced families tonight. But there is some relief in sight for the families affected by the fire today. As I'm told, all residents here are required to have renter's insurance. Reporting live in Point Loma, Natasha Sweet, San Diego 6 News.